So I've worked in corporate banking for 7 years, and one of the most surprising things I've learned is what banks don't want you to know about money. In this video, I'm sharing 3 flaws of the modern banking system, how it keeps the majority of people poor, and how you can manage your money like the wealthy do. First, we'll start off by quoting the great Henry Ford. It is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system, for if they did, I believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning. Most people believe the big banks are here to keep your money safe and help you grow it. But in reality, the modern banking system is designed to extract wealth from you and then consolidate that wealth into the hands of a few powerful institutions. Money is created through debt. The truth is, when you deposit your money in the bank, they don't just keep it in safekeeping for you. The bank actually lends that money to other customers, potential home buyers looking for mortgages, businessmen looking for capital, and even the government looking for more money. In short, banks use your deposits to finance other investments so they can make more money from the interest that they collect from the money that they lend out. So when I was working as a personal banker, I'd see hundreds of bank accounts per day, and honestly, it just blew me away that someone could drive the latest Porsche or own 3 homes, but their bank account would literally show negative balances, hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions in debt by way of mortgages, credit cards, yet they'd be perceived as rich in the physical world. Now, I don't come from a lot of money myself. I was told, like the majority of people, to get a secure job and save my way to riches. Yet working in a bank taught me that was exactly what not to do. Positive Money UK here found that in the UK, commercial banks create new money every time they issue a loan. This means your mortgage, your car loan, and your student debt is essentially new money in circulation. Flaw number 2 is that banks prefer to invest in speculative assets like real estate and derivatives rather than funding small local businesses. The Financialization of the US economy by Gerald Epstein, interesting last name, shows banks increasingly shifting from productive lending to speculative activities. So after the 2008 financial crisis, banks received massive bailouts, but barely increased lending to local businesses, and instead they ramped up speculative bets fueled by greed. You might ask, why does this keep you poor? So instead of banks lending money to grow the economy, creating real jobs and raising wages, they invest in assets that benefit the top 1%. If you're like me and you're slightly against the system, what you can do here is actually invest in funds, ETFs, supporting productive companies and using ethical fintechs like Wise, funding real businesses. The third flaw is that inflation erodes your wealth. Since 1971, the US dollar has lost over 80% of its purchasing power. Inflation is your money losing purchasing power year by year. You might have noticed things like groceries, rates, fuel, daily living expenses increasing year by year.
God damn it!
Some believe inflation is believed to be deliberately engineered by central banking policies like quantitative easing. Now, I'm not an economist by any means, and this topic is beyond the scope of this video. Inflation keeps you poor because your savings lose value every year if they're sitting in a regular bank account. So what you can do is hold a portion of your savings in assets that hedge against inflation. For example, gold, index funds, or if you're a millennial like myself or younger with a higher investment risk profile, investing in Bitcoin to safeguard your money against inflation should be heavily considered too. Some quick and actionable beginner investing tips are: save or invest at least 20% of your income and automate that to build wealth without thinking. To diversify, not putting all your money in a bank account or in one asset or market. And a common principle, time in the market beats timing the market every time, which means staying invested in the long term and not trying to time the market every time you buy and wasting energy that way. Banks aren't here to make you rich. They're here to use you. The faster you accept that, the better you can manage your money to work for you rather than against you on your path to financial freedom. If you got value from this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as well so I can make more videos like this. And remember, the system is rigged, but you don't have to play by their rules.